I didn't feel like cooking tonight, so it's gonna be egg lettuce wraps with cheese. If you have like cold cuts or bacon or any kind of meat that you want to add to that, you can. But I'm going to use 2 eggs for my protein, for my 100 grams of protein. They're not large eggs, so they're just boiled. So boil some eggs. Should take 5 minutes, depending on how hot your stovetop is and also how big your eggs are. So go boil your eggs. I'm waiting for my second one to boil, which will subsequently have to go to the fridge for a while because otherwise it's going to be too hot. Now we're going to prep our lettuce wraps. So this is just the lettuce. It's going to be like a taco. Messy, but what the fuck. Okay, so I'm going to put in my wrap tomato. I'm going to put some thinly sliced onion. I'm going to put my eggs that are going to be deviled with mayonnaise, some cayenne pepper, some salt, some oregano, some vegetable mixed herbs, and that's going to be mashed up. So that's going to be on there, and I'm going to put cheese on. I think I'm going to go for Gouda cheese. I might put mozzarella on as well. And then I'm still deciding if I'm actually going to make bacon. Very lazy. I've been snacking on what I need to be snacking on, and I didn't feel like cooking. So you would make this just as you would make a normal wrap. So put your wrap in your plate. There is a little trick that you can do with your lettuce to get a nice shell shape. And that is to take a knife and literally cut around the outer edging and then gently peel away at it. Gently. And then it comes out perfect. Look at that, that's perfect. So this one, you can actually put your filling inside and then you can close it. That's the perfect one. So this is going to be the one I'm having. This can be backup for if I'm hungry, because there will be enough filling for at least 2, maybe even 3, depending on the size of your lettuce leaves. And also what you're going to put in there, because you can put whatever else you want vegetable-wise in. I'm too lazy to actually fry mushrooms right now. You could do some mushrooms. You could do some additional meat, like I said, some bacon, some salami. Remember, high fats, good fats. That's why I'm allowed to have the mayo. Not too many carbs. And if you have carbs, have things like Provitas or rice cakes. Have peanut butter in your house. Have pure fruit jam in your house. Have hummus in your house. My eggs are pretty much boiled now, so I'm going to pop them in the fridge. And then I will be back after about 5 minutes in the fridge so they can cool down. Actually, in the freezer. I actually looked at my lettuce and I rethought how mine's going to be. I'm going to have one that I'm going to wrap in this beautiful shell, which is perfect. It's a nice big one. And then I'm going to have a little one, because that's easy to eat. That's bite-sized. Choop, choop. So those two are ready for my filling. I'm going to start chopping some onion, just into gentle little slithers. Well, no, this onion's going to go into my egg, so I'm going to chop that very fine. So I'm having 2 eggs. So because I like onion, I'm having like 40 grams of onion, 30 grams of onion with that. You don't want to overpower it, because otherwise you're just going to taste the onion and not the egg at all. And that deviled egg is yummy. Okay, so that's done. Get a separate bowl for your egg, because you are actually gonna, well, I'm going to double it. The only difference is I'm not going to scoop it back into another boiled egg. I'm going to scoop it into my lovely wrap. While we wait for that, put it to the side. Tomato. I'm going to chop my tomato very finely as well. This is just so that, for the sake of eating, I don't mess everywhere, because I eat like a banshee. It's bad. There's normally stains everywhere, and I'm always full of food and booze. Yeah, my friends laugh at me. I'm the klutz. Okay, so I don't need a full onion for my 2 wraps, I don't think. So I've sliced them into thin slices. And I'm actually going to slice these into thirds, into 3 strip sections, so that I can take them and layer them inside my wrap, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. So the small one gets 3 little pieces, and the big one gets the rest. Nice. Now I'm going to put my cheese in. Make sure that you don't have more than 50 grams at a time. If you want to have a little bit more, you can, because you're not having carbs and it's a good fat, but for the most part, try and keep it down. So I'm going to have the trusty scale. Electric scale, such a good investment. Oh, low battery, that's not good. Okay. Okay, so this is 25 grams of Gouda. And I'm gonna get some no, I'm just gonna do the Gouda. I really need to get my cutting knife sorted out. This thing is a nightmare to cook with. Write that out. Perfect. Now, I've also chopped my cheese into thinner pieces and smaller pieces so that they can fit. So the thinnest one is going into my small boat. The bigger ones are going into my big boat. Tomato, cheese. Now I just have to get the egg. And then if you have meat, you can add your meat. So if you want to cool your eggs down quicker, then put them in a bowl with some ice cold water and some ice. This will cool them down very quickly. And then put that in the fridge for the 5 minutes. What's this? This is 100% pure fruit juice diluted with water. Always look at the calorie content of your juice. Make sure that it is 100% pure fruit juice and check the calories. Yes, there's a lot of carbohydrates in here, but it's not the end of the world. And like I said, you have to give yourself a little bit of something just to stick to things too. So now you have your cold boiled eggs, and you are gonna actually make them delish. Chop them into quarters and then pop them in a bowl. I'm using a see-through bowl so you can see what I'm doing. Grab a fork and then mush them all up. Please do not use the masher. That is meant for potatoes and pumpkin, things that are soft in texture. Definitely not for egg. Or even avo. Avo do with a fork as well. Unless you have like a professional kitchen tool. And then once it's nice and fine, I'll show you now the texture that I like. I don't like mine too creamy. That's the only difference between a normal deviled egg and what we're making at Mayo, is that a deviled egg uses the inside only, the yolk only. You're using the white and the yolk. Nice small little bits. Now I'm going to add my previously a cable. No. Will not. Add your previously chopped onion. I'm going to add some cayenne pepper, some oregano. Now you're going to add your spices. I'm adding some vegetable seasonal mix. I'm adding some cayenne pepper. Not too much, you don't want to burn yourself unless you like spicy stuff. I'm going to add some garlic, it's optional. I like garlic a lot and it's very good for you. Mix all of that in there nicely. I'm going to take some of the chives that we used yesterday and I'm going to add a little bit of chives. So I'm just going to take a little bit of chive. Very little. Very little. It's like a pinchful. Okay. Add my chives in there. Nice. Mayo. Ah, it's wonderful to be able to have fats. I love my fats. I could live without my carbs, but I don't know if I could live without my fats. So, not more than 30 mils of mayo. Getting in there nice and smooth. Taste. That's good. It needs a little bit more spice. And in my opinion, a little bit more pepper. And now I want to just scoop it into my shells. Baby shell first. Yummy. And now the rest is going to go into the big boy. Boom. Boom. And yes, lick the fork. And if it's nice enough, lick the bowl out too. I'm going to show you now a shot of the final product. Enjoy!